Hey, say, what's up? What's up? Say, I'm gonna need y'all to be real careful coming up. I'm telling you, y'all gonna have to be real careful, especially when you understanding your frequency and your vibration, because you can't see these entities that when your frequency get to a certain level, they come to drain the energy. For real, especially like look, for me, it always happened at nighttime. Like towards nighttime, it's like the neuromelanin in my brain get to activating, and I get the exposing. It's like my frequency gets so high, I get so full of energy. Not every night, but like this how it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you get so full of energy that you just start giving it all out. You give all them truths out, you start to just giving it all out. And then when you go to sleep and you wake up, you be drained, like drain. Like all your energy be gone. Like you feel like you about to die. Like you literally feel like you are about to die. For real. Like you, like I remember this shit because I remember this day so well. So I tell you, your memory is like a superpower. Like I remember getting on Facebook and just posting. As soon as I woke up, I was like, man, y'all, I really need y'all to help me. Like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through this day. Like I really need y'all energy. I said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't even realize what I just know that I felt so down. I remember the night before, I was just giving her all the information. I'm talking about, I was trying to break the algorithm. Look, and this what I'm trying to tell y'all. They will use this time to drain you. Like, for real. Like, you'll be thinking that you can, they got all kinds of technology. You can't even wake people up, really. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chosen One. That's like if this is the Matrix, right? And the Chosen One is Leo. I mean, not my bad, not Leo. Neo, okay. And the Chosen One is Neo, right? And Neo is like a glitch in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? He's like a glitch in the algorithm, but he has to be there because without Neo, there is no Agent Smith. So it's like that's a duality. They're a duality of the same being. You know what I'm saying? Like, even before Agent Smith was the new version of Agent Smith, he was the old version of Agent Smith. You know what I'm saying? So you start to realizing, like, look, let me tell you. I remember being on my front porch, screaming at the top of my lungs for hours straight. Nobody came outside. Nobody heard. Like, my next door neighbor was outside. I remember walking to the mailbox and back. He said he didn't even hear me. Nobody came, nobody heard this shit, no nothing. But I woke up the next day, my energy was so low, like I was drained of my energy. Like I'm telling you, y'all, you gotta understand this shit. Like, what you gotta have that balance. When your energy up like that, you gotta be protected. That's why you have these, what they call spiritual tools, crystals and things of this nature, right? Because you blocking them EMFs, like, you know what I'm saying? You had this shit all over your house. And another thing, if you ask me, I feel like they can't really fuck with you when you in the car. I don't know why, but for some reason, I feel like when I'm in the car, they can't fuck with me. It's like, have you seen like them old ass movies with them people start wearing full hats? They wearing full hats because they don't want nobody mind fucking their ass, you know what I'm saying? Or mind control or whatever the fuck. It's something like that when you in your car. It's like the metal around it. That's why they don't, like, cars like mine anyway. You know what I'm saying? But shit, nowadays they got different cars. They make cars out of different shit nowadays. But matter of fact, not even cars like mine probably. Like, you probably need a old school, like a Monte Carlo or some shit. I'm in the Grand Marquis. So I don't even think so. And I think this fiberglass. So I'm just saying, like, but everything has it. Even that, like, it went from metal to fiberglass. Everything has its reasoning. You gotta understand, like, these people, they got us on what I like to call light code lockdown. They got it where you cannot access your light codes. You can't. Like, look, they don't want you to rise too high. They don't want you to rise up too much in frequency because you start to understanding too much about what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta dumb this shit down a little bit. Hold on, let me see if I can dumb this shit down. They want to harvest your like they can harvest your energy at a lower level. That's why you got all these emotions and different aspects for all these different things that drain you and kill you. You know what I'm saying? And then we got invisible entities that can drain you. Like for real, like people don't even see this shit I be seeing. Like I wish I could see this shit that I'm looking at right now in the sky, like right now. And like I know what's going on, but at the same time, it's like, look, let me tell you like this: your frequency represents your intelligence. The higher up you are in frequency, the more intelligent you are. If your frequency go down, it will dumb you down. It will dumb you down. That's why you gotta have shit wrote down, for real. So you can access them codes, right? You breaking codes in the game. You breaking the programming. You breaking your programming. You breaking your algorithm, your programming. Like this is like the Matrix. I told you, it's a reality. You can call it the Matrix. You can call it a virtual reality. Let's try this for frequency's sake, since I want to keep y'all tapped in. Let's say that this game, let's say that life is like a PS5. The console, like the actual PS5, that would represent, like the console would represent your soul. You know what I'm saying? Your soul, which is connected to the game, to the actual game. Let's say we live on the internet or some shit playing. We connected to the game through our console, right? The controller that you playing with would be like your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like your brain in control of the avatar in the game. You see what I'm saying? So you got your controller, your soul, which is the console, the construct, the whole thing. But your brain is the controller. But so when you wondering who controlling the controller, that's the God. That's the God. You know what I'm saying? That's who playing the game if they know how to play the game right. So that's who playing the game. But you can also say the person in control of the all right, so let me see. Like you can say that the game, the actual game you playing is like the spirit. Nah. Let me try something different. You can say that the spirit would be like the Wi-Fi connection. Oh, nah, yeah, kinda. You can say the spirit could be the avatar connected with the Wi-Fi connection. Unknowingly. That's why, like, even if you're not playing a video game, like let's say you're playing San Andreas, right? And the game on, as long as the game stay on, the player will be standing there. He won't get tired or nothing because he got the spirit. He got spirit in him. You know what I'm saying? Like to just stand there till your ass get back from the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck. You might go eat and just been playing. You didn't press pause. You didn't pause the game. Or like when you go to sleep at night. It's like a reset. You reset. It's like you save the changes and cut the game off. But you gotta cut the game off after a certain. You can't leave the game on too long because it'll run hot. And if the game starts to run hot, that's fucking up the console. You can't fuck up the console because the console will run hot. Right? I'm just trying to put it together like this so y'all can kind of understand what this is. Like the whole reincarnation aspect, right? Will be like playing Sonic the Hedgehog and you die but you got another life. It's like you got so many lives in the game before you have to start over from the beginning. So therefore time ain't real, right? Because you can literally, let me explain it. So like this part where in my reality, 2022, the way that my house, my where I live at looks, that shit, my house is literally thousands of years old. My house is literally thousands of years old because it's always been in this part of the game. It's always been a part of this timeline. The game is actually older than the timeline of the game, if that makes sense. The game been out longer than the timeline of the game that you think. Okay, well, you can say the game been out since a little bit before the timeline of the game. Why you think you can only go back so far? Because of the illusion of this game. But look, let me say this though. It's an existence outside of this existence. It's an existence inside of this existence. It's like The Sims. It's like games creating games, if that makes sense. It's like you playing a game, but on the outside, like, okay, we create video games in this game, right? And on the outside of this game is a creator and beings that's playing the game, which is us. But the creator of the game will be the Most High God. You see what I'm saying? And the gods and goddesses, it's different aspects of gods and goddesses that beat the game, or that rose up in the game. The best players of the game, people that are recognized in the game, you know what I'm saying, like of certain aspects of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to understand. It's kind of hard to get y'all to understand, but it's still a game. It's the game called life. And in order to beat the game properly, you got to be on Truth Street. Like, you got to be about Truth Street. But the game is like a metaverse. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's more to it than just your reality in the game type shit, type time. You know what I'm saying? Like, different aspects of the game had different realities at that point in the timeline. But in this timeline, or in this version of the same game on a later timeline, it's something totally different than what was 1,000 years ago in this game on that timeline of that algorithm. They changed it. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't working out. I don't know who they are. It's like the creator of the game. And now we entering the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius would be like Windows 11. It's the same thing, but an upgraded version. You see what I'm saying? So as the game go on, we upgrade more and more. You start you be mad because, like, you be like, damn, I've been being held back the whole game, and I could have been played. Like, so you be like, damn, I could have been here. It's like a child. You like a child. But at the same time, you gotta understand that it's individuals that are of the game, and it's individuals that are in the game. So when you understand who's like that, you in the game and not of the game, you start to realizing, like, okay, this shit ain't even. This is just an illusion, and everything around me is made to act and move a certain kind of way. The reason I know these things to be true, because when I first became aware of it, I was wondering why people wouldn't even call my phone, or people to fuck with me, or the fact that somebody told me that I was being watched like this was a fucking movie. And then like one day, 6 months later, it dawned on me. It was like, matter of fact, like a few days ago, it just dawned on me, like, how do we know that somewhere else, somewhere unknown, ain't watching everything going on through these phones like a movie? And the shit done been directed in a manner where only certain parts, only the good parts are shown, not the boring parts, to make the movie right, or episodes, or long ass episode. We don't know what time is. This is the only time you know. You're not looking at it on the grand scale of things. Like, literally, I just told you my house, my car is thousands of years old. Like, it's always gonna be a part of this timeline. Like, okay, so let's say, you know how they say you got 9 lives? Like, cats got 9 lives or some shit like that. So look, let's just say this. Let's say this. use up all your lives, the game either over, or you got to start all over from the beginning as a soul reincarnating over time till you reach the end of the game and upgrade to the better version of the game as a soul. Like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same system. Like, okay, it's the same soul system, but just an upgraded version. It's the same console, but it's just an upgraded version of that same game. You see what I'm saying? Like, and if you think I'm lying about this level of technology and intelligence, you go look back into the Egyptians in the Egyptian days, and you go see what kind of technology that they was operating in, and then ask yourself how thousands of years later we went to a primitive technology, and then thousands of years later we went back into an advanced technology, and then thousands of years later we went back into which now we back into a primitive technology. That's how that went down. That's why I say it's like the rise and the fall, like, of Atlantis. Atlantis is a version of the game. That's a different version of the same game. Like, it's a different aspect to. It's like another level to this. It's like a interdimension. It's like it's Earth, but it's another name of Earth. It's the same planet, but when it's called this, is this game, or when it transfers to this, is this aspect of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like so many different layers. It's like caked up layers, like layers on top of layers, doorways upon doorways. And that's what this really is. Like, that's what this really is. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I done seen, like, y'all don't even know why the people who running things are running things and how they truly did it. Have you ever asked yourself, if we so intelligent, right, then how was they able to get the up on enough if it's such thing as a prophecy that should have warned us, right? Because they went back. Look, these alien robot beings, or whatever you want to call them, changed the timeline. Like, they used time travel, went back in the past, changed the timeline to where now it's in a benevolent group of individuals that are running the things, or like in the game, playing the game, running the game, in the game, but they not the creators of the game, but they causing havoc in the game, and they got control of the game, if that makes sense. And that's just the real honest truth. Like, I'm telling you, this is the truth. I don't really like talking. I never talked about this kind of shit because I feel like it was too far out there. Like, aliens and Bigfoot and shit ain't even that far out there to y'all. But this to y'all is like out there. But you gotta understand that that's what makes all them other things real. That's what makes it all real. Because it's all a part of the game. It's different aspects of the game. And we are like, you are like a computer player of the game. Like, you like a computerized player in this motherfucker. Like, if you're not understanding every aspect of the game, you are just a player in the game. You bring, like, it's almost like you in the game. The game need players to in order to operate, right? But at the same time, it's beings in the game that understand certain aspects of the game, like energy, frequencies, and vibrations, and utilize them aspects to keep control over the game. And they got control over all of us. And the only way you can stop. See, the only thing you know why you can't kill the game? Hold on. You can't kill the game because if you take out the game, you take out all of its living beings in the game that are alive. Like, the game has created its own form of life that you can't just kill off. It's like a baby. You can't just kill it off. You know what I'm saying? It's like a baby of babies and babies and babies. You can't kill it off. Look, here come my baby mama. It's a part of the game. What up?
The sky. The clouds. Oh, you making a video of it?
Are you good? I was just talking about life. You know what I'm saying? In this game The Game Called Life. It's a book called The Game Called Life.
Word. Word, I'm listening.
So, in this book called The Game Called Life, she explains exactly how to play the game, how to think in the game, how to move in the game, you know what I'm saying, on every aspect. But if your perspective don't understand how she's speaking because you don't understand that it is a game, you won't even understand that, because first you gotta get past that level of the game that's called perspective. The perspective level of the game is what keeps you grounded in the game of unknown, unawareness. You see what I'm saying? So that's what she speak of in this book called The Game Called Life. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video with that.